proud to say that I am a 4-figure earner by earning money on Facebook just from posting Christian-related memes and reels. There are some mistakes that I think you can avoid from my experience. Don't go anywhere. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jason, the Bargain Rapper! And that's right, I've been earning money every single month on my Facebook theme page for about 6 months now. And it's been quite a journey for me to develop my theme page to where I'm now making some money and 4 figures, so well over $1,000. This is pretty dang cool. Now, I want to talk to you about this because if you're interested to start your own theme page, I think it's very important to learn from someone else's journey. That's the main reason why I invested in the course that my mentors, Ben and Angie, created, because I wanted to learn from their time and their journey so I could avoid certain mistakes that they have made. We all learn from each other, we all build from each other, and that's why I wanted to create this one video here to show you some of the mistakes that I've made that you could learn from so you don't do it. But first, before we get into it, I want to first of all ask you to give this video a thumbs up to let me know that you like this content and you want to see more of it. Also, click that subscribe button and click the bell notification so you can be updated on future videos as I continue this journey with growing my Facebook theme page. I'm still in the beginning stages. What you're watching right now is a journey in motion. It's only gonna get better from here. And to be honest, I wouldn't even be this far if it wasn't for my mentors, Ben and Angie. I started my theme page back in July of last year. And in October, or the end of October, was when I actually invested in the course that Ben and Angie created, and then got my page monetized by January 31st. I've been making money ever since. But if I had to do it all over again, these are some of the things that I would not do, and I think you should pay attention. So make sure to write this stuff down. Number one is make sure you do not change your niches, all right? Make sure you don't change topics. You want to stay incredibly close to what it is that you are posting about. So if you are posting about dogs, if that is your theme page, make sure you stay on the topic of dogs and not just throw in some cats just because you feel like it. Yes, we all know that dog people can like cats too. That's not a problem. The problem is when you have a topic and then you're adding in a bunch of different things. Now, the reason why that's difficult is because, for one, Facebook is learning your page, especially when you're new. It's learning your page so that it can know which audience to feed your content to. Now, if you throw in dogs, but then cats come into the conversation, and then what if you start throwing in hamsters? What if you start throwing in other types of animals? Well, Facebook doesn't know exactly what you're talking about. It doesn't know your main focus, and therefore it doesn't know where to send your content to. And of course, there's some people that prefer dogs, but they don't like cats or other animals, and they just want to learn about dogs. So instead of trying to cater to multiple audiences, you really need to hone in on one particular audience and stay relevant to that particular audience at all times, especially in the beginning. Now, if you want to throw in a cat here or there, cool, but wait until the algorithm learns you first. Wait until people know you first. Wait until you become the dog person. And of course, I'm using dogs as one niche because it is a really popular one on Facebook, but there are multiple niches. But the idea behind it is still the same. Stay in your lane. The next thing I would avoid is having no posting structure. All right, so many people ask me this. They ask, how many times a day do you post? And honestly, I just followed what the course did. And even before then, I was posting about 3 to 5 times every single day. Now, why 3 to 5 times? Because I was new at this and I didn't want to overwhelm myself. I didn't want to burn out on it. I was getting my feet wet. I was getting some experience. So I didn't want to overdo it, thinking that I was going to get ahead of the game and, you know, all of a sudden I was going to have a massive audience. That's just not how it works. The idea behind it is consistency. Facebook is looking for consistency more than it is looking for how many times you post. So if you remain consistent, that's a key in your favor, whether you're posting 100 times a day, which you're not, or whether you're posting 3 to 5 times a day. But again, with the consistency, making sure you have a consistent posting schedule. I would make sure that if I'm going to post 3 or 5 times a day, I keep that going. You don't want to do 3 to 5 times a day for most of the time, and then one day you post 20 times, and then you go back down to 3 times, and then you go up to 10 times, and you know, it's very erratic, and a lot of the people that are starting to follow you may get stressed out by, you know, the inconsistency in your posting schedule. They may be following you thinking, oh, well, this page posts about 3 times a day. That's cool. I'm okay with that. And then if you toss in 10, 20 or so posts, all of a sudden well, it's going to overwhelm them, and many of those followers are going to leave you. So you don't want to do that. You want to have a consistent posting schedule. And I might also want to say this: you want to make sure that you're posting every single day. You don't want to post Monday, Tuesday, skip Wednesday, Thursday, and then come back Friday, Saturday, and then next week is a whole different thing. You miss Monday, Tuesday, but then you hit Wednesday, but then you miss Thursday and Friday. You want to make sure that you're posting every single day, and that you remain as consistent as possible with how many times a day you post. Again, in the very beginning and even throughout the life cycle of your page, it really comes down to the algorithm. The algorithm is learning your behavior. And so if you are inconsistent, well, it makes it much difficult for the algorithm to understand you. It doesn't know whether you're coming or going, but if you can feed it data that is very rigid, that is always the same. And let me say this: you can experiment, of course. You can always experiment, but you would do it in stride. You wouldn't just do something so dramatic. If you plan to experiment, maybe one day you want to try 5 posts, maybe the next day you want to try 3 posts. Well, scale it back or forward gradually, but don't just go crazy, posting too much or posting too little. You want to have something that's very simple and straightforward, something that is easy for the algorithm to understand. And the last thing I would say for you, a mistake to avoid, is do not copy other people. More specifically, in recent updates, all of us page content creators, we all got this update that said that Facebook is actually rewarding originality a lot more than it used to. It used to be the day that you can very closely mimic someone else's content, just swap out a logo or something like that, which was always frowned upon in the first place. But now those people are getting slapped a lot harder because Facebook is not considering that content for monetization purposes. Instead, what Facebook wants is more of your personality. Facebook wants you to be you. That's kind of the idea behind Facebook in the first place. And so what you want to do is you want to see what is viral. And there are many tools that we can discuss about that can help you know what's becoming viral. But there is the idea that you want to make sure that you take what is viral and make it original to yourself. So how do you do that? Well, find what's viral, but don't just take the graphic and then swap your logo on it. Don't just take the caption and then just change a couple words. No, make it completely different, make it completely new. So if somebody has a picture of a person that's pointing this way, well, you want to take that image and you want to maybe change out the person, unless that person is relevant to the topic, like if it's a celebrity or something. But you want to change that person, you want to change the angle that they're posed in, you want to change what they're wearing, you want to do things like that to where the person is, or at least that image of that person, is very much unique and nowhere near like the viral post that you saw. Now, the formula behind it is, because maybe it's about a story that's gone viral, even the quote, you can ask ChatGPT to spin it around to make it more unique and not at all like what you are borrowing the idea from. So there's more work to it to make it original, but that helps you out much longer in the long run, especially if it's an evergreen topic that can earn you money from days to weeks to months from now. Make sure your stuff is original, because I can't tell you how many times people steal content, even my content, and just toss it up on their Facebook pages, maybe swap out the logo. Sometimes not even that. They got my logo on their Facebook pages. And, I try to tell them, you're hurting yourself big time, because if the goal is to make money off of my content and other people's content, Facebook is smart. Facebook knows. It can content match and all that stuff. So you're not gonna get anywhere with that. It's so dumb when people do that, but unfortunately that's the world we live in. Anyway, those are 3 things that I think are very important, 3 mistakes that you should avoid when starting your own Facebook theme page, and I would avoid them like the plague. So if you got any value from this content, once again, please click the thumbs up button. Let me know that you like this video. And of course, subscribe and click that bell notification to let you know when I post new videos in the near future. And I'm just gonna keep posting about my journey here as I grow bigger and bigger on my page. It's really cool. I'm up to about 37,000 followers on my page now, and I grew it from scratch, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I'll see you in the next video. It's your boy Jason, the Black and Rapper. Much love, God bless, and as always, you know how to do it, y'all. Peace.